What's up guys, Meg here from AVO. We are back at the Southeast Adventure Vehicle Expo here in Starke, Florida. I'm going to walk around and show you guys the event. This is such a cool event guys, a really cool group of people, a lot of great vendors here. They've got an obstacle course and a trail that you can go on, and they do a raffle every night and have some classes too. Alright guys, so I'm here at the AVO booth. I'm going to give you just a little tour of what it looks like if you stop by one of our booths at one of these events. So first of all, if you're hungry and you want to stop by the Gobi Recon Jeep, Josh will make you a delicious breakfast.
Oh yeah, breakfast burrito. Breakfast burritos for everybody.
So we've got Canopy Camper here on Gobi Recon's Jeep. We've got the AVO Gladiator. Got the Contour Canopy and the Gen 3R, shadow awning, shower cube.
So we want to give that rigidity, okay? So that's the first thing we do.
This one has turned out awesome. We've got Olin's.
What we do is we bolt from the back. So if you have a look here, see how we machine away on the billet.
And then up here,
caliper manufacturers on big brakes.
there's the Olin's.
Which is fine if you have a street car.
And then we've got our PowerBreak.
Want to run these off the wheels or anything like that. We want to give that wheel clearance, and that's why we machine away so much.
We love this thing. Ready to take it back out on the trails.
So that's very unique. Then you'll
Guys,
see
we've got DeLon from PowerBreak here.
Yeah, and you'll see there's nothing on the outside that can, like this,
Showing the
point
big
here.
brakes off.
We do 4%.
Teaching customers how they work. And then we've got our four-wheel campers over here, guys.
Okay, and then you see here, this is an
You got to stop by AVO Jacks to see our full four-wheel camper showroom. There's the AVO Ram with the Hawk flatbed. We got Project M over here. Jason from Swell Runner. We'll interview him in just a minute. And guys, check out the Hawk inside. So much space in here. Eric and I have been camping in here this weekend. It's been awesome. So that's a quick little rundown of our booth. So be sure to check out our website, guys. Keep an eye out on social media and see when we're going to be at different events, and you can see these things in person, or of course you can always stop by AVO Jacks or AVO in North Carolina and check them out there too. All right guys, I'm over here at our booth with Jason from Swell Runner. He's going to give us a little walk around of his Project M.
This is my
Four-wheel camper Project M. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. I'm not used to being on camera. I'm just kidding. So I picked this up last May. I got it actually from Four Wheel Camper themselves. I think you guys were just getting going at the time with AVO, but I bought this. I just did a big walk around on this one. I guess a couple of weeks ago on my YouTube channel, but there was like really two main motivators for me picking the Project M over, you know, some of the competition. There's a lot of great competition out there, but it was really came down to, well, the primary reason I was looking at was bed size. It's 6 feet wide. It's basically a king size bed. I think it's 2 inches shy if I remember correctly. And then, so you had bed size and you had cost and you had weight. I really felt like this is a pretty good, you know, affordable bed top or, you know, topper camper. And then it's only 400 pounds. 400 pounds might be a lot on like a Gladiator or Tacoma, which I think those ones are lighter anyway, but on the full-size truck, I can't feel it back there. It's great. It's been really amazing. And then one of the things that I really like about it is it's boxy. A lot of people, you know, sometimes you like boxy, sometimes you don't like boxy, you like tapered body lines or whatever. I like the boxy nature of this. It's a huge selling point to me because you have so much space inside, you know what I mean? And they kind of come over the bed rails here, you know, so you just have this huge boxy capacious space. It's palatial inside. I mean, it's just so much room. And so those are kind of like the main drivers for me, you know, cost, weight, and then the bed size. Before this, I had an AT Overland Habitat. I liked it. It's a great setup. But one of the things that I liked more about the four-wheel camper was the fact that the bed was so big. And while made up, I still have almost the same amount of stand-up, like working space as I did in the previous topper. So the amount of space that I have here, I'll hop up here. But this space right here is like, this width right here is like 8 inches more narrow than the stand-up space I had in my AT Overland. And then this is almost the same size. So I have a lot of working space here that I can work with if the kids are up here still sleeping in the morning, which they often are when I get up and get going. And so that's like the huge selling point. And then one of the other things, like I said, is I like that it's boxy because it makes, and this is kind of like the spirit of the Project M, is it's more of like a DIY-er kind of job, but it's really easy to build cabinetry and or storage because, you know, you just build a box and then you bolt it in. It's great. So it makes it really, really easy.
Do you have a favorite place you like to go camping?
It kind of changes by the season. Colorado was like one of my favorites a couple of years ago. I did like 5 nights in the Mojave Desert last summer, or like May, and it was like 100 degrees during the day and like 60s at night. It was amazing. It was like one of my favorite. That was an amazing trip. There's a lot of great stuff all over the Southeast. You know, we're in the Southeast here. North Georgia's got a lot of amazing stuff. North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. Well, actually, I think which Carolina is the bad Carolina? Is the South Carolina? No, I'm just kidding. I have North Carolina friends. That's the joke. West Virginia. Actually, West Virginia is a little tricky for big trucks. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's, I don't know. I got a lot of favorite places.
Awesome. That's cool. Well, thanks so much. Appreciate it, Jason.
Bye.
All right, guys, so I'm here in the camping area at the SAVE Expo. This has been such a fun event. It's such a great place to come just to camp and hang out with fellow overlanders and to check out all their different setups. You got to check this out. I'm going to walk around and show you guys some of the setups here. All right, guys, so I've been walking through the camping area and I ran into one of our customers. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Jessica Smith, and we recently had AVO build this fantastic alu-cab canopy camper for us, and we couldn't be more happy with it.
So why did you choose to buy a canopy camper?
We are really excited that we have the flexibility to travel a lot now. We wanted something that was really easy for, we have just a small family of 3, and wanted something that was easy to set up, tear down, that I'm comfortable driving. I was not comfortable with our travel trailer we had previously to pull it. So my husband had to do all the driving, and now I can drive this, I can set it up, I can tear it down, and we can get to more exciting places to camp.
Cool. So you guys have just started camping with it, and what's your experience so far?
We have loved it. Even just camping in our driveway has been fun. Coming here, this is the first time we've been able to test everything without any hookups and use, you know, the water tank and the solar and everything, and it's been fantastic and so much fun. We were at a campground last week near Orlando called Moss Park, which was the best campground we've ever been to, and that was really fun to just experience it. And it definitely catches everybody's eye. It's not something people have seen a lot, so we have like lots of people stop into the campground and
they're like, what is it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I know you guys just started camping with this one. Do you have like a place that you're like, we really got to go, we want to go on a trip and take the camper there?
Yeah, so I'm lucky enough I get to take a 6-week sabbatical from work this year.
Oh, cool.
And so in the middle of April, we're leaving to head out west, and we're going to do Arizona, Utah, and Colorado.
Awesome.
So we're trying to learn everything we can about it now before we get out there kind of on our own in like BLM land and stuff like that. So that's the goal.
Nice. Sounds good. Well, thanks so much for chatting, and I hope you guys have a fun weekend.
Yes, thank you.
All right, guys, I'm here at the WrapOn toilet booth. Guys, Julia's here, and she's going to give you guys a little brief description on each of the toilets they have.
All right, so this is the WrapOn PF1. This is our portable version. With this one, you have single load bags that you put into the clips, and in order to flush this one, you just pull the lever. This unit uses thermocompression to seal the bag. It will beep when it's all done, so you know when to release. And then when you are all done, it looks just like this with a heat seal.
Cool.
This one is our WT4 Trekker. This also uses thermocompression to seal the bags, but with this one, it's more of an automated version. So you have a nice little remote to go ahead and flush your toilet, and you get a film roll of 50 bags. After you go, you press flush. It will then push everything down, use thermocompression to seal the bag. A little razor will slice off the bag will drop, and it will auto reload, and then you get a bag like this when you're done. These are 5-layer polyurethane bags, so you have 2 to 3 weeks before any gases emit from these bags, and they're also landfill compatible, so you can throw them away anywhere you can throw away a diaper. Both toilets use power for the thermocompression, so you can run them off of 110 AC, 12 volt DC, or portable battery packs.
What's the price point on each of these?
This one comes in at $15.95, and this one is $5.95.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Julia.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, I'm here in the AVO booth with DeLon from PowerBreak. Guys, I know you have seen a lot of PowerBreak on our website and our social media, and we just love these kits, and I want just DeLon to go over the differences between the X-Line and the D-Line kits for you.
Hey Meg, thanks. Yeah, we're having a great time at the SAVE Expo. Just to have a difference between what D-Line and what X-Line is for Toyotas. So X-Line is the big brake kit program. So that's a complete whole new brake kit. It includes bigger rotors, the calipers and the pads and all the hoses, and that is included. The D-Line is an OEM performance upgrade, but it's a real upgrade. So where we originally designed it was for armored vehicles where they were running smaller wheels. And once we'd done that and seen the success that we'd had with that, and then we launched that also into the US now for Toyota and Lexus models. So it's a complete bolt-on rotor with an OEM pad, but it's a really proper upgrade. And I always talk about it, it depends on the DNA of the vehicle. So we can only, from an engineering perspective, go with what we've been given as by the OEM. That's what we can work within. At a certain point, then we have to step up to the big brake kit. But what's really cool about the D-Line is every single D-Line rotor has got the temperature measurement on it. So we can see exactly what temperature the rotors actually run to. So we can then have a look and say, okay, we see the temperatures are running at this temperature, so at this point, or ma'am, at this point, you basically have to move up to a big brake kit. So it is nice to have different options. The important thing though is we always want to improve the braking of the vehicle. Additional bigger tires, rotational mass, unsprung weight, and then all the extra weight we're carrying on. Like if you have a look at this Gladiator behind us, you've got the canopy on it, you've got the rooftop tent. So we're carrying a lot of extra weight. You've got 37-inch tires, and so that's where it really comes into its own with the big brake kit, and it makes a big difference. We're not talking a small difference here. It really improves the brake. It's a upgrade that you'll really experience on the vehicle, and it makes that drivability and that confidence just so much better. So yeah, have a look at AVO. They've got a lot of details on PowerBreak, and they'll be able to help you out there.
Cool, thanks Delon.
Cheers.
Hey guys, what's up? So I'm here with Alyssa. She is in charge of the SAVE Expo. This has been an awesome event. We were here last year. Alyssa, you want to talk about the difference you saw in this year versus last year?
Yeah, the growth has been incredible. So in 2023, we had about 80 vendors at this show. This year in 2024, we have 120 vendors. So even with the wild wind and rain that we experienced last year, we've still had some insane, incredible growth in the Southeast. As far as attendees go, we were slammed yesterday.
Yeah.
We were very busy yesterday. We have about 600 vehicles in the campground, and I would say at least a few thousand people walked through here yesterday. We had 8 spots left in the parking lot.
Wow. Yeah. I walked through and it was packed for sure. But yeah, well, thanks so much for having us, and we're really looking forward to next year.
Yeah, thanks for supporting overlanding in the Southeast.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Alyssa.
Of course.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please click that like button. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more videos, and we'll see you next time. Bye.